When you hear medical technology or MedTech as it's called, you think of medicine and technology, healthcare and technology. And this is great. This is a great industry. I know that a lot of us are looking to pivot into industries that maybe promise your future career or guarantee you a job in the future because of the AI wave. And I've mentioned in this video how MedTech is a good industry to consider. One, because it has a lot of human empathy here. It still requires people to, bring in their human intuition, human creativity, human interaction, which makes it a good industry in this time. But I also need to mention, like I've mentioned in the biotech video, if you have not seen that one, you can check it out. There are challenges to getting into this industry. It is not as easy as it sounds to get into this industry. It's not impossible, but you need to put in work. That's what I'm saying. Now, when you hear MedTech, you think of your digital health, you think of your medical devices. If you are not in this industry, it may seem like, oh, these companies just make medical devices and then they sell it and it makes the whole world better, it makes healthcare better. But this industry is highly regulated. Because of these regulations, a lot of processes are put into the services that these companies render, the products that they give out. You get? So when you're going into MedTech, you need to have it at the back of your mind that there will be a lot of competition. Why is it competitive? Jobs here are very competitive. They require you to have both technical knowledge as well as clinical experience. Now, it's again, I keep saying that it's not impossible, just to reassure you not to give up, okay? There are past stories that have been successful. They didn't have these experiences, but they got into these industries. But this is to prep you, prepare your mind, prepare you for what you're going into. It is competitive, so please do the work that you need to do. If you need to volunteer, do it. If you need to take contract jobs that last, even if it's a contract job for 3 months that you land, it's still a good step. You can use that to get experience. Now, for some people, this might be challenging because why should I leave? Let's say, in fact, let me use for instance, I want to get into this industry and I already have a job or I have a current job. It's not an easy decision to say, leave my job now to take a 3 months contract without knowing what will happen after 3 months, right? A lot of us want that job security, that if I leave this one, I'll be in this other new job for the long run. But nothing is guaranteed. You can keep searching and maybe volunteering part-time in these industries, that's the medtech industry that you're trying to go in, and then if it becomes clearer what you want to do, then you can pivot, right? But for you to get into these industries, most of the time they require some sort of experience. It could be volunteering experience, it could be internship experience, it could be you doing your thing, so like doing like freelancing, and then you can show it as your portfolio that you've done stuff around this. But they need some form of assurance that you know what they are doing and how you're going to thrive in this industry, because competition is there. If you don't have the degrees in these courses or degrees in life science or medical field, they want to see something. Another way that people get in is through networking, right? So there are people making connections on LinkedIn that will yield to them being and giving a chance. So let's say you're not even in this industry yet, but you're doing something that people can see and people admire. You're doing impactful work. When you reach out to someone and say, though I've not worked with this data or clinical data, or done any clinical trial, I'm able to do this, and you can relate it to what you've done, show them proof that you've done it, tell them that you're capable. Once the person says that you're capable of doing that, they might decide to give you a chance, okay? So these are the things that you can do and put in place: contract work, volunteering, internship, networking. Networking is very, very important in this industry. Yes, so these are some of the reasons why it's very difficult to get into this experience. Not impossible, but very difficult. Competition is high. The demand, technical and clinical experience and all that stuff. Degrees, people that are in competition with you have degrees that are up there, right? MScs and PhDs. And yes, so it's only expected that it's not going to be a walk in the park to get into this industry. If it was, everybody will be there, okay? Yes, so that's just what I wanted to mention in this video, to give you some hope, but to let you know what is ahead if you're trying to break into this industry, you need to put in intentional work. So thank you for sticking with me for this video. I have discussed biotech, very similar to medtech, but in the next video I'll talk about agtech, which is your agricultural technology. It's very similar, but there's just a few differences when it comes to trying to break into this industry. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.